First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody. My name is Dr. Tom Diamond. I'm a local psychotherapist, and my company is called the Quiet Mind Company. So we focus on helping people with anxiety and stress and sleep issues. And so I was asked to talk today about some tips and recommendations for helping people find calm, particularly under the stressful times we find ourselves. Let me begin by defining calm and why it is so important. I consider calm a superpower. I consider it one of the core skills of life. It's especially important now, of course, where there's lots of stress and anxiety, but it's always an important skill. And it's a superpower because when you know how to do calm and you can choose calm, you have self-control to switch on calm when you want, you can slow down when you want, you can relax when you want, which gives you a feeling of being alive, present in the moment, tuned into your true self. And when you can do that, you get inner peace, well-being, you get a positive mood, you get good sleep, you get an authentic sense of being in the moment and living your life that's true to yourself. That's what calm can give you. So it's lots of good things. Calm is also a very effective tool to help you with challenges like fear, anger, worry, fight or flight response, pain, insomnia. The ability to switch on calm gives you enormous power over some of the challenges in life. At a more intense level, it can also help, the ability to turn on calm can also help with more complex issues like trauma, social anxiety, PTSD, panic attack, phobias. So it's a very powerful tool, and it's very powerful because when you switch on calm, you're actually switching on a very deep and potent part of your nervous system, part of the autonomic nervous system called the parasympathetic nervous system. This is a part of your brain and body that helps you relax and helps you sleep and regulates a lot of unconscious health processes. In addition to sleep, it regulates digestion and healing, the release of neurotransmitters and neurohormone. The parasympathetic nervous system is in control of the rest and digest response of your whole body and mind. And it's especially good at making you feel good. The parasympathetic nervous system that you activate through calm gives you happy neurotransmitters like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin, and many others, melatonin, growth hormone, lots of neurotransmitters, neurohormones get released when you activate calm. So these neurotransmitters, these happy neurotransmitters, are key to building resilience to stress, to being able to deal with anxious times, to getting through some of the tough challenges and the tough days. So how do you do that? How do you activate your parasympathetic nervous system and produce these happy neurotransmitters and get lots of them going, even under challenging times? Well, here's a neat little graph that helps you understand some of the activities that you can do on your own, at home, with your families, to trigger some of these key happy neurotransmitters. Dopamine is one. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that's called the reward chemical. It's actually the quickest, most pure experience of pleasure that your brain creates. So when you complete things, when you take care of yourself, when you eat food, especially good food, when you take time to celebrate the little wins during the day, the things that go well, these activate dopamine and help raise your mood and help you feel good. Oxytocin, another one. This is called the love hormone. This happens and is activated by connection, by bonding with people. It also happens when you are in play with animals, with pets, when you're listening to music, when you give and you do something for somebody else, you get oxytocin. There's a reward in giving. When you give a compliment. Serotonin, another important neurotransmitter. This happens when you relax or when you get into a flow. So you can get serotonin from meditating, you can get it from running, you can get it from walking in the sun, in nature, from swimming, cycling, from going to the spa, getting a massage. You get lots of serotonin, which helps to level out, stabilize, and give you an even keel mood. Lastly, endorphin, very important neurotransmitter for managing pain. You get lots of endorphins when you're happy, when you laugh, when you hear a great joke, when you see a fun movie, when you connect with a friend and you tell jokes. Some foods actually are really good for activating endorphins, like dark chocolate. So chocolate's a good thing, especially the dark stuff. And exercise, of course, is well known for activating endorphin, killing pain, and raising the mood. All of these things are tips for creating a calm lifestyle. And I've added a few other things in here, including some supplement and diet suggestions. All of these help to release these happy neurotransmitters and help you manage stress, become more resilient to stress during challenging times. And I'll have all of these handouts available to you, by the way, after the talk. So one of the ways that is especially good for developing calm and going into a deeper level, especially when the daily lifestyle activities may not be enough and you want a higher dose of calm, meditation is one of the first places to go deeper into calm. And so I'm going to show you a very quick meditation that you can literally do in 1 second. And then, of course, you can repeat it to last longer. And this is part of a larger meditation system that I've developed, which is aimed at very rapid switching on of the parasympathetic nervous system and dropping you into calm, happy states. So let's try this one out, and then I'll give you some tips about it. So the 1 second meditation has 3 levels to it. It's a full package meditation, even though it's 1 second long, because it targets the body, the mind, and the spirit. And let me explain it first, and then we'll try it. So the body element of this meditation is breathing. So you breathe and you imagine your breath going into a certain area. In this example, for this calm meditation, we're going to imagine breathing into our feet. For the mind piece, we're going to use a word. We're going to use the word calm, and we're going to repeat it to ourselves silently in our minds as we breathe in. And then for the spirit element, we're going to imagine an animal, in this case, a butterfly. And so as you breathe out, imagine the butterfly. So go ahead, get settled, get in a comfortable position, close your eyes, calm your breath. And we're going to try this, a few repetitions of this, and I'll guide you through it. So close your eyes. And now a nice, deep, slow breath all the way down to your feet. Breathe all the way and feel that breath travel down to your feet. Let's just do the breathing piece and then breathe out. And feel that breath traveling from your feet back up through your body and out your mouth. Now this time, let's breathe into the feet and add the word calm. So breathe in, repeat the word calm in your mind. Calm, calm, and breathe out. Last piece, let's add the image of butterfly. So breathe into your feet, repeat the word calm, and then breathe out, imagining butterfly. You can even just say the word if that's easier for you than imagining. Breathing into your feet, the word calm. Breathing out the image butterfly. In calm. Out butterfly. Couple more times. In calm. Out butterfly. One last time. In calm. And out butterfly. There you go. How do you feel? Simple, but effective. And what makes it effective is the deep breathing, the activation of the mind through repeating the word calm, and the activation of the spirit by connecting to a more intuitive level through the image of butterfly. When you repeat this over and over, you get better at it. And that instant 1-second connection to calm gets better, clearer, and stronger. So here's some tips to get better and to vary this meditation. So a good place to start is to repeat it 5 times. Just go through that sequence 5 times. Then add another breath each day to lengthen it. And the longer, the better. Until you hit a comfort level, a comfort limit. You want this to stay comfortable and enjoyable. That's how you trigger calm. If you want to stretch your skill a bit, you might begin with a quiet location, but then begin to move this meditation into more challenging situations like walking in nature, or being among other people, or at work, or even at school on a break. And you can develop your resilience to switching on calm in the face of some challenge. You can also keep this meditation fresh by changing the elements, changing the targets of your breath throughout your body. Rise up your body to the tummy, the chest, the head. You can change the words you use that maybe land a little better for triggering your sense of calm. You can change the word calm to now, for now in the moment. Peace for inner peace. Ground for centered and grounded, or center, or silent, moment, magic, real, true. Lots of different words you can pop in here to trigger your mind to go down that calm path. And then lastly, you can play with the spirit level and change the images, change the animals, deers, rabbits, cats, change it to people, people who represent calm to you. These days, to me, Bonnie Henry is the essence of calm in a very challenging situation. For people who like Star Wars movies, Yoda's a beautiful, calm, intuitive image. Lots of ways you can do this. I've included another demonstration of this on video on YouTube, and you'll get this link when I send along these handouts later if you're interested. So when you want to go beyond calm, when you feel like you've reached a limit here and you need more, or you want more, or you're interested in more challenge, there are other, what I consider superpowers of the mind. There are 5 that I think are key, and calm is just the first one, and calm is central. Calm is the foundation for everything else. So the skill of calm opens the door to other superpowers deep in your mind that come from psychology, and also in my system from Tibetan Buddhism and some of my meditation teachers. After calm, there's energy, which is about, where calm is slowing down, energy is about speeding up, getting focused, being assertive, standing up, being in control. Love is, of course, about getting along, about caring and sharing. Change is about being open to new things, being flexible, being creative. And hope is about joy, enjoying the journey of life, gratitude, positive thinking, and being forgiving. And I come at these when I've got a system I can train people in to help with these skills. And I also do counseling for folks who want to go in deeper and want more of a hands-on approach. So those are some lifestyle tips, some meditation tips. And I'd encourage you to do one more thing that's kind of specific to COVID, to use COVID and the challenging situation that it gives us as an opportunity for personal growth, and to seek solutions to those inner challenges that maybe create anxiety. How can you get over anxiety? Maybe that create isolation. Look for ways to get over isolation. And to treat COVID as one opportunity to develop your lifelong skills. This may be a moment in time that's going to pass, but the skills you can learn now, you can carry through life, and you can make your journey towards building these deeper personal growth a lifelong project. And this never ends. And I think the secret to lifelong happiness, not only getting through COVID, but lifelong deeper levels of joy and happiness, is to never give up on personal growth. My father, when he was 84 years old, said to me, Tom, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I grow up. And this was a very accomplished man, university professor. And he still had that open curiosity that, especially for him, that really healthy focus on change and hope that carried him through to the ripe old age of 90, a very happy and giving man. And I'm so excited about these 5 skills, and I think they're so potent for lifelong happiness that I'm writing a book about it, and I'm dedicating that book to my father because of the skills that he brought to life for me and that I can see as so valuable. Okay, so that is the presentation piece of it. Let me stop the screen share, and then let's go back to, let's chat for a little while, and let's take some questions and answers. And you can now, I'm gonna, let's see if I can unmute everybody who wants to be unmuted. Just accept the request or type your questions in the chat box, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Let's see, ask unmute, ask unmute. Okay, so if you want to speak up, just hit the unmute request or type your questions into the chat box. Okay, so one question is about a child who dislikes breathing and refuses to do them. So not big on meditating. Okay, so for younger ages who have a challenge doing self-regulation, self-control, and sitting quietly, this can be a real challenge for younger ages, for some kids who have some diagnoses. And so the secret to younger ages and those who don't have the regulation skills or just find it really tough to sit quietly are games. So interactive, calming games. That's not my specialty, but boy, there's some great books and there's some great people out there who use calming games with kids. There's a wonderful counselor in town by the name of Laura Forsyth, who's I consider just world-class child therapist. And she's all about using games and creativity with her kids in her sessions. And she's very successful at getting pretty fidgety kids to calm down through games because with young ages, games are so great because, first of all, they're play, which is natural to the child's mind, and then they are connecting. They involve another person, the therapist or the parent. So there's connection and playing in the method of games for younger ages, and that usually works much better if we have somebody a younger age who needs help settling. Okay, other questions, other thoughts? How did you like that 1 second meditation? Did it work for you? If not, what was the challenge? What was tough about it? Or what was easy about it? Okay. Well, it looks like we don't have any other questions. I have one comment that somebody liked the 1 second meditation because you can do it almost anywhere and very quickly if needed. That's key. One of my meditation teachers said the very best meditation in the world for you, Tom, is the one that you actually do. So this is a big issue with meditation is the practice, the habit of it, the doing of it every day. And the key to that is to find a meditation that really works, that really lands, that feels easy, that feels fun, feels enjoyable. And there are literally millions to choose from. There's one school of Tibetan Buddhism I've studied that literally has 600,000 varieties of meditation. Most of those are mantras or words that you repeat over and over. So so that is just one of the many millions of ways to meditate. So keep an open mind, search for methods in books, on YouTube. There's lots of free stuff on YouTube. Find something that works that you can do over and over. And you'll find if you enjoy it, you will do it longer naturally. Ideally, you want to get up to that 30 minutes a day. Oftentimes I'm at about 2 hours per day in the middle of the night. And I actually trade sleep for meditation, but I've been doing it for 40 years. So it's easy now. It takes a while to get there. Okay, another question is about sleep. How can you use meditation or natural methods other than medication to improve sleep, especially if you're having trouble getting to sleep? So a couple tips on sleep. One is, and many of you already heard this, but if you haven't heard this, Google the word sleep hygiene. And sleep hygiene is all about setting up your room, setting up your evening, and your habits around sleep to help lull your body, calm it down before you even close your eyes. This is really key. It's one of the pillars of good sleep, is giving your body and mind a chance to calm down first before your head even hits the pillow, or especially before you close the eyes. So some of the cardinal rules in sleep hygiene is switch your screen off. I say 2 hours before you close your eyes. That's because our screens today are dominated by blue light, which is a big part of sunlight, which tells your brain and your parasympathetic nervous system that it's daytime. So if you take artificial daytime right up until your head hits the pillow, your brain, your whole body is saying, no, it is not yet. The sun has just switched off when you switched off your screen, your phone, your computer. And it's going to take your mind and body another couple hours to transition from what they think is day to night and sleep time. So switch that screen off, at ideally 2 hours before you close your eyes. Secondly, have a calming routine. Read a book, do meditation, whatever you like, something to bring you and wind your mind down. So other than the winding down piece, which many of you already do, and many people find that some people find that's enough. Many people find that's not enough. That's only one piece of the pie, but they're still waking up in the middle of the night. What to do then? So the key to the middle of the night waking and dealing with that is to get up and do something. Don't sit there and struggle. Don't fight sleep. The problem with fighting sleep, with staying in bed and trying to force yourself to sleep, is you develop this deeper psychological relationship with sleep that's adversarial, that you create a battle, a war with sleep. And sleep becomes an anxiety trigger in itself. When you try to go to sleep, your deeper mind says, uh-oh, time to get ready for a battle, because I know I'm gonna get into this force situation where I'm trying to force myself to sleep. So if you're already there, if you're not there, prevent it by getting up. If you're already there and you're in this sort of battle with sleep, you got to break the battle first. And you do that also by getting up. So when you can't sleep, either at the start of the night or you get up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep right away, like within 5 minutes, get up, do something calming. You can be reading a book, doing the dishes, not doing the finances, not switching on a TV show, because those are all going to wake you up. Something calming. For myself, my choice in the middle of the night waking, and this still happens to me, even though I'm pretty practiced at sleep. When the stress hits, that's one of the things that goes. And if I wake up in the middle of the night, I meditate. Now, I've got this go-to habit that I've been developing for 40 years. So it's really easy to just get on my bed, sit on the couch, meditate for a few hours. If you're starting, you won't be able to do that right away. It's too tough. But still try some. So try this 1 second meditation for a few minutes. See how you feel. If you want more help, let me know, because I have more meditations specifically designed for sleep that trigger a dream response. And that's really key. When you're getting back to sleep, you want to trigger that hypnagogic state where you get you start to get dream fragments in your mind, and then your body knows, okay, sleep time. But it can be a battle if you've been at it for a while. But this is one of the areas where I work with people on, and I worked with folks who've had insomnia all their lives, and through training and time, you can naturally overcome this. And you can naturally get your sleep back. Okay, other questions? We've got sleep. We've got what to do with if you're fidgety. Sleep hygiene, look that up. Getting some thank yous. I'm getting a no, I don't know what that means. Okay, any other questions, thoughts? If you have any questions following this, please feel free to email me. I'm going to email out these handouts to everybody who had signed up. So you'll get those and those tips. And if you give them a try later and you find you have a question later, please don't hesitate to shoot me an email. I'd like to answer questions and help you out any way I can. I got one more question. What kind of exercise is best? Okay, so of course, like meditation, the best exercise is the one you actually do and that you do every day. So routine exercise is really key. But like the meditations, exercise takes time. So finding quick solutions that you can commit to and get practically done every day is really important. So the 1 second meditation is great. You can do it anywhere, anytime in 1 second and longer if you want. For exercise, I have two suggestions. One is walk. I walk to work now far more than I ever did because I'm using that commuting time, adding a little bit to it, not much, because my house happens to be close to my work. And now I'm getting exercise through commuting, by changing from a car to walking. You could go to a bicycle. You can use a routine that used to be sedentary and turn it into something where you're moving. That's a quick, practical way to use time efficiently for exercise. Another exercise that I really like, because again, it's short and it's efficient, is the Tibetan 5 rites. This comes out of Tibetan meditation and health systems, ancient approach, and it's really a very boiled down yoga routine. There are 5 movements, and you can do them in 10 minutes, or you can even do them in 5 minutes if you're really quick. So the Tibetan 5 rites, look that up, and you'll see just a very, very efficient list of yoga moves where you're spinning, you're doing downward dog, you're doing a plank, and there's 1 or 2 others. So look for quick, easy, practical things you can do every day, because it's the everyday habit piece that's key. I have a question about vitamins. So I have a few tips on vitamins to help with calming. B vitamins are the biggest ones, and a B vitamin shortage, particularly B12, is actually quite common and can really exacerbate stress. So you can get that checked out by your doctor. You can do a B12 level check and see if you're missing those Bs. They're really, really, really critical in stress. But others are key too: magnesium, calcium, antioxidants, vitamin D. These vitamins are really, really key to stress. And similarly, foods that contain some of these vitamins are really key. Green vegetables, leafy greens especially, have lots of antioxidants. Bananas have potassium, which helps with calcium and magnesium absorption. Almonds and nuts, lots of antioxidants. Squash, warm stews, soups, warm foods from Chinese medicine. We know that warm foods are a really key ingredient to fighting stress and to giving you more energy and more resilience to stress. And then herbs. Valerian is a very strong calming herb. You got to be careful with that one. But some other ones that are milder and still very good are passion flower, lemon balm, skullcap, California poppy. These are all good calming things. All right, we're just about at the end of the time. I can take one more question. Getting lots of thank yous. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your questions. That makes it fun for me. And I appreciate the opportunity to chat with you folks. And please do shoot me any more questions if you have some later, and I'll email along these handouts. So I wish you all the very best, and we're in tough times, but we can do this. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, self-care, self-care, self-care for yourselves and your family. Teach self-care. That's the way through this. And that's the way to a good life. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a wonderful day.